Let's go! Let's go, baby! What up, what up, what up? Triple B here. This is Triple B Hot Takes. Welcome, welcome. I am not alone. No. I'm in the great state of Montana for a huge game tonight between Montana Grizzlies and UC Davis. Whatever the hell their mascot is, doesn't matter. We're focused on the Grizzlies. Special guest. Love this man. The myth, the man, the legend, not Roy, but BRIGGS! What's up, bro? Hey, bring him in.
Bring it in, brother.
Big day.
Special edition of 3B Hot Takes coming to you live from the 406, also known as Montucky.
Let's go! Okay, so there's no Packer pick this week, so we're going to do a Montana Grizz pick afterwards. I got some fantasy picks for you. Roy is going to be live from Wisconsin. He has a great video. It's amazing. Fantastic. Roy, nice work.
Shout out, Roy. We love you.
We do. And then triple threat picks to finish off. And actually, I'll ask Briggs, too, what he thinks of these picks. Why not? Let's do it up. Okay. Without further ado, my fantasy picks. NFL Sunday, Week 10. Here we go. At the top, QBs. Brock Purdy. Let's go. Put it in there, Brock. Put it in there, Brock. $6,500 at Tampa Bay. Great matchup for him. Brock Purdy and Deebo Samuel are going to have a day. Sleeper, I like 8-12 at Arizona. The Jets' offense is going to sizzle in Arizona. Arizona's defense is not that great. I love Aaron Rodgers this week. Very risky, though, because he's old and cold and full of mold. But you know what? I don't know. You think Aaron could have pop off?
We haven't seen much from him all season.
I
believe his highest scoring fantasy game was 22 points, which is decent for quarterbacks.
Stats!
But I've got Lamar Jackson on my squad, so I don't really care about Aaron Rodgers. I did pick him up early or late in my fantasy draft because I have him just in case, but I don't think you should lean on him. Don't think so.
Oh, my God.
Unless you got a super flex, then throw him in your super flex.
If you don't like Aaron, play Sam Darnold. We don't love the guy. He's a Viking. He's a queen. Not great, but he has the easiest matchup of any quarterback against Jacksonville's 32 ranked defense in terms of passing. 32 teams in the NFL. They are ranked 32. You do the math.
Running backs. That's last.
Breece Hall or Jonathan Taylor. Breece Hall has got Arizona, and Jonathan Taylor has Buffalo. Buffalo is the second to last rush defense in the NFL. I love JT for only $7,500. My sleepers at running back, Najee Harris at Washington or Austin Eckler on the flip side, playing Najee for Pittsburgh. Austin Eckler is the guy. Brian Robinson Jr. is out. So if you have him in your fantasy lineup, do not play him because he doesn't plan on playing. Najee Harris is only $6,200 as well. Like those sleepers a lot. Wide receivers at the top, Justin Jefferson. Hate to do it. Worst passing defense, as aforementioned. Arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL. $8,800 is steep. Whatever. Garrett Wilson or Devontae Adams. My fire play of the week is Garrett Wilson. I think him and A-Rod are figuring it out. Devontae's addition has helped Garrett Wilson be phenomenal. They're clicking. I like Garrett Wilson a lot for only $7,200. Third receiver, Deebo Samuel. Brock Purdy, aforementioned. There's the stack. There's the stack. There's the stack. Stack it up for $6,900. Favorite number, favorite position. Sleepers. Sleeper of the week, Khalil Shakir. The injury-ridden Buffalo wide receiving core is without a lot of people, but Khalil is healthy, and he's been playing pretty good otherwise. For only $6,000 against Indy's shitty D, you could have that man. Or you could have Ricky Pearsall, who is the rookie that took one in the chest to start the year. And by week 10, he's playing, he's in the slot, he's rolling. Ricky Pearsall for only $4,400. We're keeping the run to the playoff song going because it's pumping me up. I'm sweating. Tight ends, I got TJ Hawkinson or Dallas Goedert. Take your pick. Both great matchups. And my big, old, hairy, scary D. Hewitt. I have the Atlanta Falcons going against the shitty Saints. The Saints suck. Derek Carr is trash. Name a player on that team. Trash. 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 Crumple it up. Throw it in the trash. Atlanta Falcons, big old hairy scary D. Now, as the papers shift, we go into the triple threat picks. Triple threat picks! Briggs is going to get in on this because, I won his insight on some of these games. I am 19-8 on the year after a clean sweep last week. Clean sweep, 19-8. Roy is 13-14.
My picks are undefeated.
I'm
0-0.
Well, you could be undefeated tomorrow. Game 1 of the triple threat picks. Pittsburgh Steelers at the Washington Commanders. Steelers are +3, Commanders -3, over-unders 45.5. I'm taking the Washington Commanders because Jaden Daniels is a junkyard dog. Who are you taking in this matchup?
I'm going to have to agree. I honestly, hot take, don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers are as good as people make them out to be.
Me either.
I think Russell Wilson is the best at choking, at literally figuring out the easiest way to lose when it matters the most. We saw it with the Seahawks, and him not winning when he needed to, and now he's playing against one of the, not only the best rookie QB in the league, but one of the top contenders to be the MVP of the National Football League.
MVP and Rookie of the Year in the same season.
Baller. This dude, God bless the Bears did not pick him up because they might actually be good if they did.
Shout out, Jake! The Bears still suck! Okay, rolling forward. So you're taking the commies.
Yes.
Okay.
Commies for sure.
Okay. Jets at Cardinals. Aforementioned, all my fantasy picks are leaning towards the Jets, so you probably know where the game pick is leaning. It's only a point apiece. Cardinals at home being the underdog with 1 point only. Not a huge deal. Over-under is 46. Give me the Jets. Give me Aaron Rodgers. Give me Devontae Adams. Give me Breece Hall. Give me Garrett Wilson. Give me Briggs, your pick.
Again, might be unpopular, but I do think the Jets are really good at finding a way to lose. I think Aaron Rodgers has been in his head all season long, and I don't think the Cardinals are a great team. Don't get me wrong, but I do think they have the tools on defense to pull off some picks and maybe some pick sixes, if you will, against A-Rod because he's not playing his best ball. And I also think Devontae Adams is a baby ever since he left Green Bay, and I don't think they're going to connect when they need to. But we're going with the Arizona Cardinals.
Damn.
Not by much. It could be a last-second win.
I would just like to say that this man had no idea that he was going to be doing this probably like 10 minutes ago, and he's naming stats. He's naming players. He's talking ranks. This guy, fucking love this guy. He's ready. He's just ready on the spot. That's what you get. What you see is what you get. He's ready to go. Okay, game 3, and I love this game. Dolphins at LA Rams. This is a banger. The Dolphins with Tua are a lot better than they are without him. But I got to take the Rams in LA. I love the Rams with Stafford, Puka, and Cooper all healthy. Way different Rams team who everybody was going to toss them out the window to start the season when they weren't doing so well. And now they are first in their division. So funny how the turntables in the Pacific Northwest. Over under 50. I'm taking the Rams. Briggs.
I don't think the Rams are going to finish the season where they need to. They're not going to go very far because although they're at the top of their division sucks. So it doesn't say much because they aren't against a lot of really great competition, and they're not winning their games by too much. They're kind of barely scraping by. But like Bennett said, they are getting healthy, and they lost a ton of people early, and I think as those healthy people come back, they're going to pull this one out, and they are going to be the Dolphins. I don't want them to because I do not like the Rams whatsoever. I haven't met a Rams fan that I'm friends with, so I hate the Rams. But I think they're going to pull this one out.
Okay, so the commies, the Jets, and the Rams for me. The commies, the Cards, and the Rams for our first official guest, I guess you could say, for the triple threat picks, and a great one, Briggs, DJ Briggs. DJ Briggs is going to be running the disc. He's going to be DJing the game tonight, which brings me to the final segment. There's no Packers pick this week. We have a bye, which I think we desperately need.
We're going to pick them to take a nap and ice bath.
We need it.
More than ever.
There is a game tonight. And it is 5 minutes away from here in Missoula, Montana. And this guy's going to be... How many thousands of people are going to be there?
26,302 was the last number that we saw at our last home sellout. We're on record. Today will be the 15th home sellout in a row for the Montana Grizzlies. And tonight, the vibe will be electric, ecstatic, elated. Any word that you can think of that's an adjective, it will be that. Because Washington Grizzly is the mecca of FCS football here in Missoula, Montana, and it's going to be loud. It's going to be crazy. The north end zone is the toughest end zone to score in the FCS. Tony Romo is on record saying that the hardest stadium he ever had to play in was Washington Grizzly here in Montana, so don't you think tonight's going to be anything different? UC Davis is going to be a handful, no doubt about it, but I'm going to go ahead and say I'm taking the Montana Grizzlies winning 38-31. It's going to be a barn burner, just like Roy said, and it's going to be a shootout until the last second.
Hell yeah. All right. So this guy's running the whole show in the music world for this stadium. 26,000 people. This guy's been working his ass off in the DJ booth. We love that shit, Briggs. I'm happy for you. I am proud to be here. I love Montana. I love the Grizzly vibe. It is a vibe. Around town, people are going crazy for this game. 8 o'clock on ESPN2. This guy's going to be wearing a bear suit. I got the Montana Grizzly against UC Davis, 45-38. It's going to be a banger. Montana's going to win. UC Davis is ranked what?
4th, and Montana's 7th.
We've top 10 matchup in the FCS, baby. And it's happening in a little bit from now in Montana. Hey, we love you. Grab a beer, spread some cheer, and jizz for the Grizz. Roy.
Well, good morning, sports fans. It's Roy coming to you from the Lair, playing the Montana Grizz theme song here. Bennett is out in Montana visiting Briggs, and they're going to this game tonight. And it should be a barn burner. Montana's a good team. I'm looking at their theme song here, and it blows my mind. Good old Grizzlies going to triumph today, and the squeal of the pig will float on the air from the tummy of the grizzly bear. That's that. Woo! That's a big one, I'm telling you right now. Right now, that's a big song right there. Well, I've got picks coming for you. Just get myself situated here, and we will begin with QBs. At quarterback, Sam Darnold. The Queens going against the Jags. These are the Week 10 fire plays. $6,200 only. Sam Darnold's been lighting it up, believe it or not. As much as I want to see him fail, he continues to prevail. 155 for 223 and 17 on the year for 1,900 yards. Averaging 8.3 fantasy points per game. Love him or hate him, he is balling. Jacksonville has the 32nd worst defense against quarterbacks in the league. Wow. Second to only Lamar in fantasy points per attempt is Sam Darnold. So there you have it, Sam Darnold, $6,200. At running back, goes without saying this week, he is expensive, $8,300, but Saquon Barkley, Philly going up against Dallas. Last two games here, last week rather, Saquon was 27 for 159 and 1 on the ground, 3 for 40 and 1 through the air, and Dallas's run defense is ranking 30th against running backs. I say Philly all the way, bye-bye Teletubby. Saquon Barkley, $8,300. At wide receiver, you got to stack him. He's expensive as well, $8,800. Justin Jefferson. The Queens against the Jags. Once again, Jefferson is leading the league in fantasy points per game at 20 per 1. Hasn't had a really stellar game, but he's just steady all the way. So I like Justin Jefferson in this one, stacking him with Sam Darnold, $8,800. My sleeper of the week at wide receiver from the Buffalo Bills, Khalil Shakir, $6,000. Cooper is out. Coleman is out. They're all beat up there in Buffalo land, and what do you do but go to a guy that's been your baller all year, and Khalil Shakir, $6,000. That tight end, he's $4,000. Cheap buy, New Orleans versus Atlanta. Taysom Hill, Olave's out. Shaheed is out. Williams and Miller out at running backs. He's suddenly becoming relevant as a situational player. Last week he went 4 for 5 for 41 in receiving yards, 5 for 19 and 1 in rushing yards, and he did throw one ball. It was an incomplete pass. Taysom Hill, my big old hairy scary D. The Bears going up against New England. $3,000 in DraftKings for the Bears. New England's offense ranks 28th overall. Look for Chicago Bears to eat New England's lunch in this one defensively. And on to the triple threat. We have the Steelers and Skins, Jets and Cards, and Fins and Rams this week. I'm going with the Steelers. Skins are getting 3. Over and under is 45. I'm going to take the Steelers in this one. Russell Wilson and Steelers D balling out. The Jets and Cards. The Jets are giving 1 in this one. The over and under is 46. I'm taking the Jets to beat the Cards in Arizona. Aaron Rodgers and Wilson have been connecting quite well, and look for them to have another big day. The Fins and Rams. The Rams -1 in this, giving the Fins 1. Over and under is 50. They're expecting a shootout in this, and I'm taking the Rams in this game. With all the weapons back, Matty Statty's been having a day. The Rams. My upset of the week. Kind of like Bennett, I'm just going to start throwing some shit in the wind. Panthers over the Giants. Yes, you heard that right. The Panthers are getting 6.5 points. The over and under is 40.5. I've got the Panthers going into New York in a very dysfunctional football team, 2 very dysfunctional football teams, and beating the Giants. And for the Packers score, hey, we going to win this week because we don't play. And thank God the Wisconsin sport fans are getting a break, because holy balls, the Badgers blow. The Packers just whiz down their leg. I don't know what in the hell is going on here in Badger State, but woof. Back to Montana. Love you guys. Roy, out.
Triple B Hot Takes.